Now to our other top story here at 9. A guidance counselor at a West LA high school accused of sex crimes against a student.
Police say 37-year-old Julie Tichon was a guidance counselor on the boys' campus of ULA in Pico Robertson.
We got a sick situation popping off in West Los Angeles, and we got to ask the question, as you guys watch more and more and more of these videos, what you will see is a pattern of the alleged high society, high IQ part of America committing crimes against these populations of people that are allegedly protected, that these people are supposed to have guidance over.
But with at least one student, rather than advising him, they say she was abusing him.
These people are supposed to be providing an example to. They've been hired to do this, and they allegedly take an oath or sign off on job descriptions where it says that certain values will be in place.
A guidance counselor at an Orthodox Jewish high school in West LA now has been charged with having an unlawful sexual relationship with a 16-year-old male student.
These people get paid good money. They're high above the poverty line. And you have to ask yourself the question, when it comes to talking about particular crimes, in many cases, crime is correlated to income level. But when it comes to these egregious, high income, high IQ crimes, you have to ask yourself, well, if there's no correlation with the financial data, then where is the correlation with these things? Why do these things occur? Is it more psychological? Why is this happening?
Tichon is facing 4 felony counts of sexual assault on a 16-year-old boy.
In conversation, often people downplay that when it's a teacher-student, and if the teacher's a woman. But if this was a 37-year-old man going after a 16-year-old girl, no one would think that was okay.
These are the questions that we should be asking and attempting to answer as we go through these stories that have very similar outcomes, very similar perpetrators, and very similar victims, and try to figure out. And the reason why we have to do this is because the mainstream media won't do it. I put money on it that as you watch your news throughout the day, you will not hear anything about these stories. And the reason why is because the face of these stories are not the stories that people want to hear.
Mainly just from our prior experience investigating cases like this, where if she felt comfortable doing that with one boy, we're concerned that she may have felt comfortable doing that with others.
Police say, particularly with women, there is a sense of security female predators can take advantage of.
Most of you all don't want to hear these stories, and most of the people that everybody claims to have an issue with, they don't want to hear about these stories either. All right. But it doesn't matter what people want to hear, because what could happen is if you enroll your child into one of these kind of schools or go to one of these type of places to get serviced, it could be you or somebody in your family who gets victimized by a quote unquote authority figure. So, there's a very clear line of professional conduct when it comes to teachers and students.
LAPD arrested Tichon in August after the teen came forward with his parents to report the abuse that allegedly happened last spring. The head of school reportedly told parents a second student made a similar complaint. Tichon no longer works at ULA, and LAPD is now looking for other victims, noting she had been working at the school for 4 years.
Such as this. All right. This is a publication from Los Angeles County's District Attorney's Office, and it says September 20th of 2024, DA Gascón announces charges against a West Los Angeles high school guidance counselor in sexual assault of a student. A high school guidance counselor is charged with having unlawful sex with a 16-year-old student multiple times between February and March of 2024.
They're able to reach out, be alone with boys in ways that probably people wouldn't allow a male teacher to do that.
Los Angeles County's District Attorney George Gascón announced today that West Los Angeles high school guidance counselor Julie Tichon is charged with having an unlawful sexual relationship with a 16-year-old male student between February and March of 2024.
That suspect worked at the school for at least 4 years, and LAPD detectives believe there may be other victims out there and want them to come forward.
What she did with that young man was wrong.
LAPD detective Brent Hopkins is referring to this woman, 37-year-old Julie Tichon, a former guidance counselor at Eula High School in West LA. Police arrested her last month for sexually assaulting a 16-year-old male student.
Since he's under 18, he can't consent to having sex with anyone. And in this, it appears that it began as a professional relationship with her advising him, and then turned into something romantic, and then unfortunately turned into something criminal.
Educators and school staff have a fundamental duty to create a safe environment for all students. And when that trust is broken, it affects the entire community. Our office is dedicated to seeking justice for the victim and holding this individual fully accountable. To every victim and family affected by such crimes, please know that we stand with you and will continue to fight for your safety and justice, said District Attorney Gascón. And I completely disagree, because if they were actually about trying to deal with these type of crimes, there would be far more light shed on them than what's currently shed on them. And as these type of crimes have increased in multitude and magnitude over the years, there would be even more effort to try to deter people from causing these kind of crimes. Yet what you see happening is that these kind of crimes are swept under the rug so that these people may continue to prosper and the victims fall to the wayside. And another thing that you see in many cases like this is the victim's family will cooperate not only with law enforcement, but also to downplay the effects of these type of things to save public safe for their respected quote unquote group.
The LA District Attorney's Office has charged Tichon with 3 felony counts of unlawful intercourse with a minor and 1 felony count of oral copulation of a person under 18.
Cases like this are difficult, particularly involving teenagers and especially involving young men. In this case, I think he had an inkling that there was something wrong and spoke up about it. This is a 37-year-old adult having sex with a child. And just because she's a woman and he's a boy doesn't make it any more permissible than it would be if it was a 37-year-old man with a 16-year-old girl. No one would think that was okay, and this is not okay either.
All right, and you are concerned that there are other victims out there?
She's worked at the school for 4 years, and so we do have concerns that she could have done this with other people.
Julie Elizabeth Tichon is charged in case 24ARCF01368 with 3 felony counts of unlawful sexual intercourse with a minor more than 3 years younger and 1 felony count of oral copulation of a person under 18. Now, let me ask you guys this question. Why is it that the predator tag does not really ever get associated with women? Now, let me ask you this. Is that misogynistic of me to ask? If everybody's supposed to be, quote unquote, equal, if we live in a, quote unquote, equal society, then you would think that when these type of crimes occur, regardless of who the perpetrator is, light would be shined on them equally. But for whatever reason, it's not. These women that commit these sexual crimes against minors, they get treated like they're the child. They get treated with kid gloves. As you will see, this individual here, the max sentence that she can face for these 3 felony counts of these children that everybody claims to want to protect so much is only 5 years in a state prison. Between February and March of 2024, Tichon allegedly engaged in sexual acts with a 16-year-old boy multiple times. Tichon no longer works at the school. Tichon was arraigned on September 19th and pleaded not guilty to all charges. She was released by the court on her own recognizance. So now what's interesting about this is something that you will see a lot as well. When it comes to these particular situations, there's many times when these people are not even locked up. They get free to do this to somebody else's child. A preliminary hearing setting is scheduled November 1st in Department W31 of Airport Courthouse. If convicted as charged, Tichon faces a maximum sentence of 5 years in state prison. Investigators believe that there are more victims of Tichon. Anyone with information is asked to contact LAPD Operations West Bureau Detective Brent Hopkins at 213-473-0447. Yeah, because LA has such a great reputation when it comes to law enforcement. Good luck with all of this. So let me know what you guys think of this particular story. Why are these type of crimes happening? And do you see a pattern? And if you see a pattern, what is that pattern? Let me know in the comment section. Make sure you guys thumbs up the video. Make sure you guys drop a comment. And as always, I appreciate you all checking out the content. Peace.